Scientists with NASA have sent their latest unmanned explorer on a mission to Mars. They want to unravel the mystery behind the climate change on the red planet. A rocket carrying the Maven probe blasted off from Cape Canaveral in Florida.
The mission is expected to cost more than $600 million. Scientists say the mission will help future human explorers who may perhaps journey to Mars. It will take the Maven until next September to reach the planet.
It will orbit the red planet to try to find out how and why it lost its atmosphere. Well, scientists say Mars was warm and wet in its first billion years, but now it's cold and dry. These pictures show how NASA has imagined the transformation took place.
The prime suspect is the sun, which has been peeling away at the planet's atmosphere molecule by molecule. Upon arrival, Maven will put itself into orbit and begin scrutinising the gases that remain in its skies. Learning what happened to the planet's once thick protective atmosphere, which allowed water to exist, should provide scientists with the answer to one of space's mysteries.
In order to send humans to Mars in the 2030s, and to do it comfortably, we need to understand a little bit more about the Martian environment. We'd like to know we know there's plenty of water there. We'd like to know a little bit more about its atmosphere and whether or not there's any hope that the atmosphere is somehow going to be restored with time, such that when we live there, you could do it without the need of modules and suits and the like. So every little bit we can learn about its atmosphere and its surface and subsurface will be beneficial to humans.
Today we see a cold, dry planet that is not able to support water. What we want to do is to understand what are the reasons for that change in the climate.
4 billion years ago, Mars had a magnetic field, as the Earth does, that shielded its atmosphere from the sun. But the field collapsed, possibly due to an asteroid impact. This allowed high-speed particles from the sun, called the solar wind, to damage and slowly rip away Mars's blue atmosphere, eroding it, and leaving the red, desolate world we know today. NASA's Maven spacecraft will spend a year in orbit around Mars, taking detailed measurements of the atmosphere that is still escaping from the planet.
The solar wind has been tugging away at the atmosphere, causing it to escape into space. And so what this mission is going to do is to measure the current rate at which that escape is happening, and then to extrapolate back to see what the atmospheric pressure might have been like 4 billion years ago, to see whether the atmosphere was habitable.
By discovering how Mars lost its water and atmosphere, scientists hope to learn more about how planets evolve, and whether the same thing could one day happen to Earth.